What's going on, everybody? Hope you're all having a fantastic day today. Now, the other day, Battlefield 2042 Update 3.1 released, and I went ahead and live streamed it. Thank you to everybody who actually tuned to the live stream, hung out with us, chatted it up. Don't forget, if you guys do want to catch my live streams, I do them every single day besides Sundays over on my Twitch channel, which you can find the link to that down in the description of this video. But I wanted to go ahead, test it out, see what it's all about, test out all the updates, the weapons, the new rework of Manifest, and see if, once again, if this update is improving the game or if it seems like it's taken a step backwards. And I gotta say, I'm happy to report that this update has done tremendous things for Battlefield 2042. Now, I'll be real. The problems with getting good connection servers and things still happen to me quite frequently. I wish they would just add in a server browser. But, other than that, when it comes to just the game playing in general, the bugs, the glitches, the performance, all of the above, it runs pretty good now. The maps play pretty darn good. And every single thing that has been reworked and reintroduced back into this game has been an absolute banger. If all of these maps that have been reworked in Battlefield 2042 launched the way that they look right now, we would not be in this situation whatsoever. This game might not be the best Battlefield game out there. We might still have complaints because of the specialists and, the corniness of the game at launch. But if the maps released this way at launch, the feedback would have been 10 trillion times better. And the community would have probably been able to stick with the game a bit longer than a lot of people did. Again, if you've been watching my channel for a while now, you know my opinion on Battlefield 2042 is that I'm not expecting anything massive out of this game anymore. I accept what happened. It's no point in absolutely, over-exaggerating it anymore. I tried to get as much fixed as possible in the beginning, but clearly, they had a vision, and, obviously, they're trying to compromise with the community. So right now, I'm sitting back, and I'm watching how these developers handle Battlefield 2042. That's all that matters to me, because pretty much all the OG devs are long gone. A lot of the people working at this development team are brand new to the team. So I want to see what they're doing. I want to see if they understand what the community wants. I want to see if they understand what Battlefield is all about, and I want to see if they can put together a solid Battlefield experience. So all of these updates that are being introduced into Battlefield 2042, I'm looking at them as, are they good improvements for the overall formula? Not how much content is being introduced, not how replayable it's becoming. Even when it comes to bugs and glitches, I do care about bugs and glitches, obviously, but a year down the road now, that's not really my main focus. My main focus is, can they bring back the atmosphere of Battlefield? Because that's all that matters to me. Battlefield 4, for example, released a broken mess. Well, let's be real here. It was a disaster, and now it's known as one of the best Battlefield games of all time. A game can be broken, but it can still feel like Battlefield. Battlefield 2042 was neither. It was broken and it didn't feel like Battlefield. Now it's fixed up, and I gotta be honest, along with being fixed up, they're slowly starting to get this game to feel like Battlefield. Not only with the removed voice lines and the rework to the specialist, they're also going to bring in a traditional styled class system with Update 3.2, which we will be checking out when it goes live, but also all the skins and the designs as well. It seems like DICE heard our feedback and they're really trying to push for that apocalyptic type futuristic vibe, And I love that. I'm all down for that. Now, again, I don't think they're going to get it to the point that we wanted it to be with Battlefield 2042, since this foundation was already, laid down. It's not much they can do to the game anymore besides do minor things to find a medium point for them in the community. But changing up all the cosmetics, going to change the voice lines, changing the looks of the characters, that's a step in the right direction, in my opinion, to showcase that they understand the vibes that we want out of this game. And like I said, the map overhauls, they are fantastic. Before, the maps felt lifeless. They felt like nothing was going on. Again, it felt like a Battle Royale map. It felt like a DMZ map, or, sorry, I say DMZ so much, Hazard Zone. I don't even care about Hazard Zone in this game, but that's what it felt like. It felt like an extraction map. It felt like something that didn't have any life, which is fine in those game modes. But when you're playing Battlefield, a game that's supposed to be taking place in war, you want to feel like it's a war. And before, like I said, they all felt empty. And now, pretty much every single map that has been reworked feels phenomenal, including every single DLC map that has been introduced into this game. The flow is outstanding. The combat is superb. It's the perfect mix of gameplay, which Battlefield is known for. You can play vehicles if you want to play vehicles. You can play infantry if you want to play infantry. You can stay at the sky if you want to stay in the sky. It doesn't matter how you play Battlefield 2042 anymore. With the new map layouts, every playstyle is accessible now, and I really do appreciate that overall. Manifest, as you can see here, to me personally, the flow between the actual, ships that are on the outskirts of the map, and also the B side, the A side, and the E side, going to the ships is way more improved. Before, I always avoided the ships. The ships were fine when you got on them, but getting to them was the problem. It was way too open. It wasn't enough cover. You would either get sniped, or a tank would be set up and be beaming you across these open fields. Completely pointless. They now worked on that. They also added more cover in, like I said, all the sectors on the map. It's not as detailed as, let's say, the rework of Orbital, where they really went in and, added some insane spots to it. But it's welcome, in my personal opinion. It makes it a lot more playable. Like I said, I'm pretty thankful to the developers over at DICE that they are understanding what we are requesting. I'm still, of course, disappointed. It's hard not to be disappointed when, it took over a year to get to this point, but to see that it at least got to a place where it's more playable and they're holding on to the core values of what Battlefield is about and they're bringing it back alive, it puts a smile on my face, I'll be honest. But I do have to be completely real. As a player who has been here since day one of Battlefield 2042, I still can't help but feel, bored after a certain amount of time, For example, other games out there, I could put hour after hour after hour into the experience, and I'm, addicted. I just can't get enough. I want to get another match, and another match, and another match. And I used to feel this way with Battlefield, but Battlefield 2042, I can't. The replayability of this game still isn't there, and yeah, it's great that they keep adding in more portal weapons, like I just unlocked the M4, whoop-de-doo, it's still fun to use, it's variety, but I'll be real, over half the portal weapons aren't that enjoyable right now, because they don't have a magazine for them. If DICE actually gave us more magazine options for the portal weapons, I would use them more often, because I just don't see the point in using a gun that's going to be capped at 25, 30 bullets when I could easily use my M5, AK, SCAR, any gun and have 40, 50 bullets at a time and just mow people down. So that would help that tremendously. But at the end of the day, it's still content that is being added into the game that was already in the game to begin with. They're just porting it over to the all-out warfare experience. Same thing with Manifest, It's great. Trust me, I love to see it absolutely reworked, and the developers did a fantastic job with it, but at the end of the day, it's still Manifest. I've been playing it since day one. Just because they added some more cover and some more areas to the map doesn't mean it's any different. I'm having fun with it. I do enjoy it. If you're a new player and you can see this game on sale, or, you have Game Pass, you can actually download this game on Game Pass, check it out. It might be fun, but if you're a hardcore player and your question right now is this game worth coming back to? I would say, yeah, it's interesting. You might actually get a unique experience out of it, but don't expect to sink in countless amounts of hours because the content still isn't completely there. They're massively playing catch up right now. Maybe within Season 4 or Season 5, it will catch up a little bit, but I'm not really expecting it to ever get to that point. Like I said, the only reason I'm looking at this game right now is to see if DICE understands what they're doing. And of course, get my partial Battlefield fix. Because right now, the developers did a good enough job to at least make the game feel pretty much like Battlefield. And I can accept that. But I just can't put the hours into the game. I really wanted to. When I first saw this game, I was like, yep, I'm investing hella hours into this game. I'm going to love this experience. And, it could be done. I do it with other games, but I just can't do it with this one just yet. But regardless, this isn't supposed to be a negative video. I'm not even going to, touch on that topic. I do want to say I am excited to see the rest of the reworks. They are reworking every map in this game, which it might take a little time because they're going to kind of drip feed the reworks through Season 4 and Season 5. But at the end of the day, if DICE can get the rest of the original maps to play just like the now reworked versions of those maps, there will not be a single bad map in this overall game. I do not hate a single rework, and I do not hate any of the DLC. So I really do mean that. If they can nail the last 2 to 3 maps that they have left, the variety might actually be playable. Again, for a new person, someone coming in who hasn't played any of these maps before, the variety is going to be outstanding because you won't hate anything. But for someone who's an OG, the game will be just finally getting to the point where it should have been day one, which it's kind of at right now. I got to say, like I said, I think a lot of people in the community are coming to a point saying that this game is slowly improving, and it shows with the player count. People are actually enjoying the overall experience, especially with the brand new season. But only time will tell. We got to see what DICE is going to be planning for the future and how they will handle all these updates and if the game will continuously improve. But ladies and gentlemen, do me a massive favor, go down in the comment section, leave your opinions down below on how you feel about the brand new update 3.1. Has it improved your performance of the game? Are you getting better frames? Does the game work better on your console? How's last gen? You know, it's a lot of questions to be had, and I would love to see your guys' opinions of it down below. But ladies and gentlemen, thanks so much for checking out this video. If you enjoyed it, make sure to leave a like button. Say hate it, leave a dislike. Also, for brand new enjoy the content, don't forget to subscribe and hit that notification button. Also, want to chat with me, there's two we do so. I have Twitter and Discord, both linked down in the description. And also want to catch me live streams of video games over on Twitch, linked in the description as well. But guys, thanks so much for tuning in. See you all next one. Peace out.